Hey everyone, what's up? Corey from CoreyReviews. Kind of in a new environment. I have all my movies now in my room. I'll show that off in a future video. I'm going to go through all my Blu-rays, HD DVDs, DVDs, and stuff. So I'll show that off in future videos. But for now, I'm just doing my Christmas DVD, Blu-ray, got an HD DVD, and I got a poster over there. So a pretty big update, got a lot of stuff to show, so let me get on to it. Alright, the first thing is just one HD DVD that I got a while back ago, but I just never showed it off, but it was such a great deal that I thought I'd go ahead and share it, and that is Blade Runner, the 5-disc complete collection. I've never seen Blade Runner. It's still kind of a blind buy. I still have yet to watch it, but it is HD DVD. It's a pretty thick set, and I got it for 99 cents, $1, and literally it comes with everything inside. Comes with the insert, and as you can see, 5 discs, everything's intact. Yeah, so I got this at a movie trading company. They have all their HD DVDs in like the dollar bin. Every time I go out there, I look in the dollar bin, and yeah, I found Blade Runner. It's one of the best deals I've ever gotten, just in general. I think that's, you know, $1 for this great set. All the discs are in great shape and everything, so that was pretty awesome. Alright, next up are just a few slipcovers that I got from Blu-ray.com recently. First off is the first Twilight film slipcover. I didn't have it. I had just the Canadian Blu-ray release like this, but all of my other Twilight Blu-rays have slipcovers, so it felt kind of incomplete, so I went ahead and got this one. I traded these two slipcovers for, I had a 2D version of Journey to the Center of the Earth on Blu-ray, and I just recently got the 3D version, so yeah, I went ahead and got this to go with this. And next up is a slipcover I've been looking long and hard for, and that is the slipcover to Adventureland, also Kristen Stewart. Just, you know, just trying to complete my Kristen Stewart collection, which is up here at the moment. And yeah, this is actually I think a rare out of print slipcover, so it was really nice to get this in the trade. Alright, now onto the DVDs. I've got quite a few of them, so here we go. Alright, the first one up is the Mighty Ducks. I did an unboxing of this. It comes with, you know, all 3 films and everything. But if you want to check out the unboxing closer look video, it's a few videos back. And in that video, I go a little bit more in depth and detail with this set. So yeah, the Mighty Ducks Trilogy box set. Half Price Books recently had like 20% off everything in store, so I got a few things there. The first thing up is one of my favorite shows ever. I'm sad that it's, you know, ended already, but yeah, it's Nip Tuck, the complete first season. Awesome show. I mean, just such a cool, addictive, really different, definitely more of a guy's show than anything. And so I got this. It was on sale for $8 the whole first season, and 20% off. It came out to like what, $6. So that was a great deal. And I had $6 in store credit, so this was actually free. This is the thing that came out to free, and it has 5 discs in there. And then to help me complete the Nip Tuck seasons, I also got Nip Tuck the second season. This was also on clearance for $9.99, 20% off. It came out to $8. Again, a great deal. And this has a really cool kind of reflective slipcase, and all the discs are inside. Has an insert, and it's just kind of like this. I think the rest of the seasons are all like this. And this one has, let's see, 5 discs, no, 6 discs. So quite a bit. And then next up, I got one of my favorite comedies ever. It was only like $2 on clearance after the 20% off, and that is School of Rock. One of my favorite comedies. I mean, this is one of those movies I could watch over and over again. I really hope that they end up doing a sequel to this. They've been trying to do a sequel for it. I'm really hoping that this gets a Blu-ray release at some point because, like I said, it's just one of my favorites. And it just comes in a great disc. And then now moving on to some Christmas present DVDs. The first one up I got for my mom is The Pest. This is really funny, really underrated comedy. I mean, the opening scene alone is worth the purchase. It's such a funny movie. Probably one of John Leguizamo's best films, if not his best movie. I love this film. I mean, like, not that many people know about it, but if you haven't seen this, this is something definitely worth checking out. And next up, I had Santa Claus 2 and 3, so I just needed this one, but for some reason this one's a little bit more expensive, but thankfully my mom got it for me for Christmas, and that is, of course, the Santa Claus, the first one with Tim Allen. By far my favorite. I grew up on this movie. I even like the second one. Don't get me started on the third one, but yeah, this is, you know, just great childhood classic, fun from beginning to end. Alright, next up is my favorite TV show of all time, the first season of Boy Meets World. It's just one of those things I could just watch every episode again and again. I have seen every episode of this show so many times. And this is cool because the first season actually comes with commentaries on a few episodes. So it's pretty funny, like, hearing the cast after they completed the series talking about the first few episodes of the show, like looking back on it. Alright, next up is another childhood classic of mine. I just watch this all the time. I thought it was such like a fascinating story. Very underrated film as well, kind of, I guess you could call it a comedy, romantic comedy, I guess. Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser, Alicia Silverstone. I don't know what happened to Alicia Silverstone. I mean, she was like really popular like in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then she just kind of faded away. I don't know what happened to her. It also has Christopher Walken in here, really funny. And yeah, it is in one of those snapper cases like when the movie came out and everything on DVD. And it even has like one of those original inserts from like the 2000s. And then inside, kind of a nice look to it. And here's the disc. And like scene selection. I kind of like snapper cases. Most people hate them, but I kind of like them. I like that they have like artwork inside and everything in the scene selection and stuff. Alright, and here's actually one of my favorite romantic comedies of all time. I love this film. It's from Amy Heckerling, who's to me one of the most underrated directors. She also directed like Clueless. Let's see, I Could Never Be Your Woman, which recently came out a few years ago, which was tragically underrated. But this movie, Loser, with Jason Biggs and Mena Suvari, also has Greg Kinnear in it. Just such a classic romantic comedy. I love this film. One of those, I cannot wait for it to come out on Blu-ray. Like all the other Amy Heckerling films, it's very kind of like hip and kind of trendy. Kind of reminds me of like Juno in a way, where it has like that fast-paced dialogue and those type of certain characters and stuff. There's the insert and the DVD. So yeah, definitely check this one out also if you haven't seen it. Alright, next up is a Blu-ray my grandmother got for me for Christmas. The Patriot with the Blu-ray Essential slipcover. But The Patriot, great film. Mel Gibson, Heath Ledger is also in it. It's actually directed by Roland Emmerich, who directed like 2012 and 10,000 BC and stuff. So it's crazy that, you know, he directed such a great film and then he kind of keeps going down. And speaking of a great film, this is actually one of my favorite films of all time. I mean, how can anyone hate this movie? The Breakfast Club. I mean, if you've been in high school in general, you should be able to relate to this film, relate to the characters, relate to the situations. Just one of the greatest films of all time. John Hughes, one of the greatest directors of all time, one of the greatest casts of all time. I mean, it's the Brat Pack in full form. And I actually got this for $10 at Best Buy, so that was a pretty good deal. Next up, I got this for $14.99 at Best Buy. This went on sale like for $14.99 like a week or two after it came out. And that is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. There's a backup. I love this slipcover, how it has like that matte finish to it. It's like embossed, like Caesar's embossed and everything. So cool. It kind of reminds me of like that Karate Kid slipcover if you have that. Again, a lot of these are not unpackaged yet, so that's why I'm not going to go ahead and take them out. But yeah, Rise of the Planet of the Apes for $15. Great film, great price. Yeah, nothing more to say. And next up, I got this for $10, and that is The Expendables, the extended director's cut. Pretty much, I think it has like an extra 10 minutes added to the film. A really cool slipcover, like everything's embossed on the front. And it has like all the same special features from the first Blu-ray except for the post-production featurette. But yeah, so take that out, side by side. And it's just a one disc. That's The Expendables Director's Cut, originally $20. It was on sale at Best Buy for $10, which is a pretty good price. And next up, I got this digibook. Actually, I had Best Buy credit, and after tax, I got this for $6.50. Never seen this film before. I finally watched it for the first time, and that is The Exorcist. Yeah, it was a blind buy, but for $6.50, I couldn't pass it up. Yeah, it's a great looking digibook, nice and glossy and everything. And you open it up, and you get, you know, the first disc, and then of course lots of artwork and pictures and stuff, and then the second disc. And I think it's the extended director's cut and then the original theatrical cut. So you get both versions on Blu-ray. And this was a great film, although most people consider this film like a horror film. I didn't consider it a horror film at all. Like, it wasn't necessarily scary, like it's purposely trying to scare you like a horror film. I thought it was just like a really good kind of dramatic thriller that had a lot to do with about religion and relationships. But yeah, I didn't consider this film a horror film at all, but it's still a great film nonetheless. Alright, now moving on to the last thing. Alright, now moving on to the last Blu-rays. These are all the 3D Blu-rays I got. Alright, the first one up is Final Destination 5 3D. I did an unboxing of this, so if you want to check out my unboxing, go a few videos back. But yeah, Final Destination 5 3D. This is the Best Buy exclusive. The cool lenticular slipcover. Next up is Spy Kids All the Time in the World. Most people hated this film. I actually enjoyed it. I still think it's maybe the weakest of the Spy Kids films, but I still really enjoyed it. It's kind of a movie that just makes you feel like a kid again. You know, I thought it was a fun movie. It comes with a slipcover and everything, and this was $15 at Best Buy on sale, so it's a great deal considering it's, you know, a 3D, 3D included inside and everything. It's a pretty thick combo pack, so yeah, Spy Kids All the Time in the World. Next up, I paid full price for this. It was like $25.50 on Amazon, brand new. I have a feeling that this probably won't drop in price, so I went ahead and picked it up. And that is Fright Night 3D. Like I said in my underrated video, I still think that this is one of the best remakes I've seen. Just definitely one of those remakes that improves over the original. Great film. I love that slipcover, just the cool lenticular slipcover and everything. Yeah, it's really nice. And here's the back of it. And then inside, you get the insert, 3D Blu-ray, the Blu-ray, and the DVD digital copy. Yeah, that's Fright Night 3D. If you're a fan of vampire horror films, it's definitely worth a watch. Alright, and then the last two I actually got together. I got these two for a really good price. These are the last two Blu-rays. Best Buy originally had these for what, $34, $35.99, and Fry's had a one-day sale, and so I went up to Best Buy and I just price matched, and I got both of these for $15 a piece, which is awesome. And that is Captain America 3D and Thor 3D for $15 a piece. So I got both of these for probably about the same price of just buying one of them. So it's pretty much like buy one get one free, if you will. After watching Thor again, I think Thor is my favorite film, my favorite superhero film of 2011. And both of them are, you know, the limited 3D versions and everything. So that's pretty awesome for $15 a piece. Couldn't pass these up. So yeah, Captain America, Thor 3D, great films for great prices. New Girl with the Dragon Tattoo vinyl poster that I have here. Awesome poster. It's pretty long. Kind of goes nice with the collection over there. But the cool thing about this poster is that it's kind of embossed a little bit. Like if you feel it, you can feel everything on the poster in a way. And everything's like all textured and everything, which is just awesome. Yeah, definitely my favorite poster that I got right at the moment. This cost $25 on eBay. But love the film. My favorite film of 2011. Great poster. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed my update. And until next time, Corey from Corey Reviews. See y'all later.